hinting or insinuating that other baseball pitcher walking the other what he was walking over,
bro,
like for betting, like this whole betting thing is getting off hand.
We really need to talk about this, people. It's like, is sports betting getting out of hand with pro players, Hugh?
Absolutely.
Because for those that don't know, I believe his name Luis Ortiz, right? We're gonna show you guys, right? So this is what it say. MLB investigating into Luis Ortiz about 2 individual pitches which receive action flag by a betting integrity firm. So here goes his first one. He threw a ball, low ball. And on this one, yeah.
Pedro Paez leads off and takes one that
he threw that thing at the dirt. He threw it at the dirt. So basically, what they were saying, because people don't understand it or what's going on. So Hugh, if we go to FanDuel right now and you go to Luis Ortiz first pitch, you can bet on what's his first pitch. So what probably happened was it was a spike of numbers that was saying his first pitch is going to be a ball or something. So when you throw it at the damn dirt, it's an automatic. And then I was even seeing the one, it was so funny because he threw a strikeout and he was like, F. Like he yelled F and it wasn't like a good one. Like he made a mistake and strike somebody out. And I was like, who get mad at striking somebody out? So look, y'all, look at this. You can go to his first pitch. You can do the speed.
Dang, you could bet on the speed.
You can bet on everything, bro. You can bet on everything. So it's like, literally, you go to some of these pitcher props, you do that, and you betting on exactly everything. So let me see. First pitch, top. So this the bet. First pitch, top of the first. It's your first one. Is it going to be a ball? Is it going to be a home run? Any other outcome is going to be a single. So if I owe you $100,000 and I'm like, look, man, put $50K on this first pitch of ball because this is about to plus double your money. I'm going to throw a ball for you.
Yeah.
And bam, you Gucci.
But I mean, if you're going to do it, you got to be smart with it. You got to like learn yourself at least. So you learn your own tendencies. Like how do they bet on you? What do you usually throw? So I think those 2 bets, one was the first pitch of the second inning, and the other one they switched up a game after to the third inning or something like that.
I don't think you can finesse it, Hugh. Because what happens
I'm just saying, like if you consistently throw a ball, you know that second pitch, or I mean that first pitch of the second inning, like create that tendency, I guess. That's what ultimately I'm trying to say. So when they come to it again, they can't be like, "Whoa, you don't usually do that." Like, no, I always do that.
Yes, yeah, you gotta stay consistent to what you do, because even if the betting markets and the betting odds go crazy, because all of these are just investigations, because you don't know if he actually did anything wrong. It's just they probably lost a lot of money.
Yeah, and they
pissed off. And the data wasn't matching what it usually match. And it was a spike or something. They get to see that. And they're like, yo, we need to investigate. So it makes a lot of these players look bad. Even if he didn't do nothing wrong, because they know the likelihood. It's like a police officer go to a certain neighborhood and it's like, okay, we about to go to the hood and we about to pull 60% of people over here, right? I mean, we about to pull over 10 people. Out of those 10, we go to a hood in Detroit. Out of those 10 people, probably 6 of them don't have insurance or don't have something. So even though they weren't doing nothing wrong, let me pull you over and let me read all your stuff. They're going to be able to find something. So they like, let me grab 10 players where it don't look right. We going to catch some of y'all. And I think the firms need to be held liable if, say, Luis Ortiz did nothing. You stop me from playing the game, you embarrass me, and the narrative is I just did what you call. So I would do a lawsuit against them if they're not right.
No, you're not wrong. What's the one gentleman that got X'd out of baseball for getting caught betting, and his name was tarnished forever?
Yeah, his name. He got a name. I can't think of it.
Come on, chat. If y'all know who I'm talking about, he was supposed to be a Hall of Famer. Pete Rose.
There we go.
Pete Rose. You know, so you don't want to get hit with that Pete Rose stigmatism, but whatever they said Beasley did.
Whatever they said Beasley did.
Man, it's looking worse and worse the more they bring up.
Hugh.
So it was the haircut.
He owed a barber $26,000.
Okay.
Which I ain't never seen a haircut that costs that much money, even over time. But are you looking at the barber wrong for allowing him to rack up 20-something?
No. I mean, I guess.
Because I guess he was like, I can just sue you.
I guess it would be like, well, you got it. I know you got it. It's like, you're not going to finesse me out of this. But at the same time, I need my money up front. I'm not going to let it go for too much longer. Unless he had, the barber got some, he got some, he got to take a little bit of that hit because.
If you ask me, so let me put on my conspiracy theory hat, people.
Okay.
Let me put it on now. If y'all ask me, at this barbershop, they have a pool table. And they gambling.
Okay.
They're gambling because I can't fathom the price of haircuts going up that much. After you get your haircut, you got the pool tables, man, $1,000 a game, and he lost his money gambling on the pool table or dice or whatever it is, but I believe they got a pool table, and he owe him this money collectively, and it's like, yo, we ain't gonna say what you owe me this money for, but we gonna say haircuts because you still owe me from some haircuts. And because I just can't wrap $26,000 a haircut, it don't make sense.
I can see that. But when I was looking at the Unc and
Ocho
show, they was talking about when they get a barber and they have to fly him out and they stay with them for a certain period of time, they have to pay for basically all the
their
slots.
Rooms,
they have to pay for the whole slot. So if you're cutting, let's say you're doing 12 heads a day, and so you got him
they're like, I'm missing this much.
Yeah,
so
I'm missing this much. So you have to pay me for that much. So 12 heads a day, man.
There's no way in hell, bro.
These cuts are
it's no way.
Lot. And say if he's charging $100, because I mean, let's just say he's that good of a barber. Let's just say that he's charging $100, so that's $1,200.
And you tipping him $100, so you giving him $200.
So say if you got him for a week, if you do it a week at a time, you just do the math on that. It can get up there. Man, we need to go barber school. What is we doing out here?
Okay, all right.
God,
Serious question, Hugh. If you was rich, like say making a $50 million contract where let's say you're making over $10 million a year, and your job was to travel, are you paying for your barber to travel with you? Because like for me, nobody cut my hair like Jelly cut my hair, bro.
Okay.
I done tried in DC. I done tried up the street. Everybody's an L, bro. Nobody can do me like Jelly do me.
Yes, if it's super important. You know, it have to be like a Grammys or it have to be like whatever type of award show to make it happen. Then it might be worth
like
it.
You got to be crispy.
Yeah, you got to be crispy. Then, yeah, I might if I just needed that bad. Pause. But that's kind of rough. Barbers do better of kind of like showing their cut. So you might find a famous one, but it's really nothing like that.
Home barber, bro.
Man, when me and my barber broke up, man, I was hurt, yo.
Tell us the story about you breaking up with your barber, Hugh. Stories with you.
Story time, man. Me and my barber broke up because it was over a girl, man. It was crazy, man. It's the most craziest thing ever. At first, man, my first barber, oh my God. Unfortunately, that was my guy. He used to cut my hair since I was like in the 6th grade. And then the next guy was right next to him. And when he got sick and passed away, RP to him, this other guy took over. He was a younger cat. That was my guy. So he used to cut my hair, man. He used to get it. You know, I used to refer him to my friends. Some people still go to him now. But I was dating this one lady at the time. You know, she was just got back up here to Michigan and she had a son. So she asked me, you know, who should I go to, you know, get my hair cut? I'm like, man, she'll come to my barber. You know, I'm not letting nothing slide. If you my man, I'm gonna refer you. And plus, he does a great job. I still miss him to this day. Anyways, so she started bringing him up there and getting a haircut. But I guess he see what I seen. And he liked what I liked, you know. So, unfortunately, he started, you know, kind of pillow talking. He started downing me to her and basically tried to use me as a stepping stool to get old girl, man. It was one of the most weakest moments. It came,
your barber, bro.
My barber, man. So he one of the weakest.
And guys don't realize that girls is gonna tell, like they gonna tell you what my man did. So did she tell you, like, yo, your barber said that? Like, how did you find out?
Right, so how I found out, right? I remember the day, right? So I remember I was about to get my hair cut, and he kept on asking me a whole bunch of questions, like out the wall questions. It was mostly about her, my plans, and all this other stuff, right? So
you ain't gonna wipe her up?
Yeah. So he just,
she a good one.
Man,
she a good, honest woman.
I'm talking about this was over like 10, 15 minutes. I had to tell him, like, bruh, change the subject. I don't really talk my business like that anyways. So after that, I left. And she went, I knew she was about to get her son a haircut after that too. So after I left, she was about to get her son a haircut a little bit later. I mean, that day or the next day. Anywho, I remember I hit her up. I texted her. Usually, she Johnny on the spot. I'll text her. She usually texts back. But she ain't text back. I eventually called her. Then called me back. I was like, this feels weird. I'm like, something's going on here. So eventually, I had to get a mutual friend, which I had to get a mutual friend to.
I was involved in that?
Yeah, you was.
Damn, I don't even remember that.
You was.
Touché.
So I had to get a mutual friend.
Dude. No, that was vague. That was vague.
Yeah.
That's different.
Don't put it all my business. So I had to get a mutual friend to hit her up and be like, yo, what's up? You know, and she responded. She actually told him, like, yo, mutual friend hit her up. And then he was like, yo, Hugh tried to get hold of you, really? How come you hit him back?
And she told mutual friend the whole deal?
Yeah, she told mutual friend, like, well, he need to ask his barber why I ain't hit him back. I'm like, what? And then eventually we got on the phone and we talked about it. And then he was just saying a whole bunch of sideways stuff, like I was trying to do her dirty and all this other type of stuff. And then after that, he hit her with that, hey, what you doing this weekend? We should grab some lunch type of text. I'm like, bro, you didn't see the setup coming? Like, you didn't see the setup coming, yo? Like, so ultimately, you know, he tried to use me as a stepping stool, even though I introduced her to him and I just never went back.
That gotta just break your heart.
Oh man, it hurt it.
Because you
because
you contemplated on like just, hey man, I'm just gonna let you cut my hair and we just gonna be mean at each other. Like, what made, so it was like, was it just a pride or he just a whole AN?
Yeah,
like
it was a pride, and you know, he was that, you know, he was just, I just couldn't shake hands with him. I seen him randomly at the CVS. It was about like a couple months ago. I just looked at him.
So y'all ain't even say what up?
Man, no, I just.
You are so mean,
yeah,
bro.
I just looked at him.
So he seen you and you seen him?
Mm-hmm.
How many years did he cut your hair for?
Oh man, he cut my. It was probably over 5 at the time.
But
mind you, we had a mutual friend. Like my man's, his man's. Well, like we both seen him deteriorate, and we was just heartbroken over that. So it was like I knew him way longer than that. But when my prior barber, when he passed away, then you know it was natural to go to him. So we was rocking with each other before then, and he just took me out the game, man.
So Hugh's the mean one, bro. Hugh ain't even cause me, even I don't mess with you. I'm like, what up, man, and keep it moving. Hugh gonna look at you in your eyes and not say nothing. Just
I act like I never met you a day in my life, yo. That just is what it is.
Chat, what y'all think about that? Have y'all ever had any similar situations where somebody tried to throw you under the bus for some pee? You know my stories.
Yeah.
Do I have any situation where somebody tried to throw me under the bus? Because I'm certain it happened to me because it happened to about everybody.
The only ones I could think of are the ones friends joke about. It's like, yo, you still friends with Lance? No,
They always be trying.
That's the only ones I could think of. Enter the comments below. Am I the only one that suffered a heartbreak over a woman? Like,
oh no, Hugh!
Nah, stop.
No,
bruh.
It went to 3. He about to hit a home run, bro.
Let's
watch it live.